Hey YouTube, it's your girl, back with another video. So today I'm going to be creating a kind of sexy, sultry look that I did for a photo shoot the other day, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills amrezy palette, so I'm gonna try my best to recreate this look. And yeah, I'm hoping this will be one video out of a string of other videos that I'm going to make. I have several Anastasia palettes. I think I almost have like all of them, like I keep buying them, but yeah, definitely stay tuned for those. So I'm gonna start out with, first we're gonna move my hair out of the way with my handy dandy clips. Okay. I'm going to start out with the Morphe eye primer. This is something I think I bought recently. I used to not really use eye primer, but I think that it does make a difference. Eventually I want to get the P. Louise base, which I don't have, but maybe one day. Okay, for this look, I'm going to actually have to use some tape on the sides. So, grab some tape. This just ensures that you get that clean line when you are doing your eyeshadow. And I like to do my eyes first. I used to do complexion first, but then you end up with all kinds of fallout on your face. And I know Anastasia Beverly Hills, you don't normally get too much fallout, but you do end up getting a little. So I'm going to start off with the shade Wasted, which is the lightest shade in the palette, on the upper left hand corner, and just placing that right below. I'm recording this with my phone, and every time like I move near the light it has trouble focusing. This is a very light peachy shade with a little bit of glitter. It's spelled Wasted, like waste, instead of like W-A-I-S-T, instead of actually wasting. Okay. That is so light that you can't even see that I just put eyeshadow on. I'm gonna grab a different brush. I actually have this brush. It is the eyeshadow 506 from Shop Miss A, and Shop Miss A is great because their brushes are only $1, and I've been really enjoying this brush. Sorry, the AC is kind of loud. Okay, second shade I'm gonna grab. I'm trying to remember exactly how I did this look. It might come out a little different, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna grab this shade called OG, and it's like a orangey brown kind of color, and just placing this in the crease. Just blend it out. I wish the AC didn't have to kick on when I'm in the middle of recording, but here we are. I purposely turned off the heater so I wouldn't have all kinds of background noise. So my apologies. So yeah, how has everybody been dealing with this quarantine? I can't believe it's already October. Today is Thursday, October 1st when I'm recording this, and I can't believe how fast September went by. It's kind of mind-boggling. So yeah, I'm really just taking my time to blend this out. I think when it comes to eyeshadow, the more time you spend blending, the better. You can't really, yeah, I guess you can overblend, but for me, I always like a very soft blended look. So most looks you want to start off with a shadow in the crease. And this is a nice warm tone shadow. Since I'm more cool tone, it really just like warms up my face a little bit more. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, let me see, I'm trying to remember how many different colors I use. I did cut my crease when I did that look, but I'm going to start deepening the outer corner. Trying to figure out what kind of brush I want to use. I'm going to use this shade. It's called 1988 in the palette, and it's like a dark brown, and it's right next to the black. And just add that. Just going right over the tape. I don't know how I can get this so you can see better. So starting at the tape and then bringing it in a bit. And you can kind of see that corner is starting to darken. So yeah, I mean, it's already October, and I feel like Halloween is going to be very different this year. I know people are looking forward to it, but I'm just kind of like, I think everything is super weird now, and we just have to, you know, adapt. Just adapt and adjust to these difficult times. And I don't want to spend the whole video talking about it, but you know, for kids and adults, it'll be very different this year, so. Okay, so that is sufficiently darkened for now, but I want to go in and cut my crease. I can never find the brushes I'm looking for. Okay, so on a flat brush like this one, just gonna grab a little concealer and place it like this center of my eye, and then look up to kind of create that cut crease. I'm trying to look in the mirror, so sorry if I keep looking this way. I'll just adjust the camera and carve it out. I really have to focus to do this. Sorry, this part of the video is gonna be very quiet. Something like that. So you can pretty much cut the crease as far as you want. Some people go full cut crease. I just like to blend the edges a bit with my pinky like this. Just let it dry. So you have a nice base for the glitter shade that I'm going to lay down there. So then you basically do the same thing to the other side. Look up. It creates that line there, and you just connect. Oh my gosh, I wish my phone would not do that. I don't know if there's a way to keep that from happening. I'm just gonna try to do it a little bit further. Look into the mirror from the palette, so hopefully it'll stop doing that. The struggles of being a noob YouTuber. If anybody has any camera tips for me and like an affordable camera for somebody who's starting out on YouTube or lighting, that would be very helpful. Actually, I do have a ring light, but I'm not using it today, but so yeah. Now we've got our creases cut. Something like that. I'm not gonna spend that much time. I'm definitely a perfectionist, so I could spend all day cutting the crease, but that's not what I'm trying to do today. So these are drying, and now I'm trying to remember if I use an eyeshadow underneath the glitter. Not sure, but I definitely want to do an inner corner. I should have all my brushes set out that I want to use. So this is just a little brush. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia shade, which is this shade in the palette. It's like a shimmery kind of shade. Whoa, I grabbed way too much. Okay. I have this much on the brush. Okay. Just gonna put a little bit on the inner corner. Get that little highlight in there. These eyeshadows are actually really powdery, so you definitely don't want to do what I just did and like jab the brush into it. I'm also going to take a little bit on my brow bone. It's really shimmery and pink. I know this look is a little bit more brown, so the pink might seem weird, but I'm gonna make it work. I turned, the AC went off, and now I'm hot. Okay, so for the glitter, actually, what I want to do first is, yeah, I'm going to go in with some black, and then we're going to put the glitter over the top. Like I said, I can't remember exactly how it was that I did this look, but I'm going to try to do it as close as possible. So I'm going to grab this shade BK, which is the black shade in the palette, and actually I want a more controlled kind of application, so I'm going to use the smaller end of the eyeshadow brush that comes with the palette, and we're going to just pat that on the end, just like we did the brown, over the tape and kind of down towards the lash line. See, I'm kind of like dragging it down this way. Because I really want to get that depth. So I started watching Pose on Netflix, and it's really good. I'm glad I finally found a new show. There's the AC again. I've been looking for a new show on Netflix to watch, so thank goodness. You really want to take your time with the black because you don't want it to look like you're having some kind of crazy black eye. Oh god. AC is on, but I'm still hot. Okay, so I'm kind of losing a little bit of the orange on this side, so I'm gonna go back in with the shade I was using called OG and just bring that up a bit. And actually, I just want to pat it so that it shows up. One thing that you can do when you're doing eyeshadow to get it, you should always have like a clean eyeshadow brush near so that you can just quickly blend any areas that you might need to. So that seems to really work for me. And then once I've got as much black as I think I want to have, I also want to really blend that into the concealer. It looks kind of messy now, but trust. And like, don't be afraid to just go right over the tape. And when you blend the black into the brown, like, don't bring it up too high because then you'll just look crazy black eye woman. Orange black eye woman, Halloween eye. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I started watching Pose, and it's a really good show. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend. It really highlights like what it's like for transgender people, and it's definitely a really good show. I've seen the first season, I just started the second one, and I really like it so far. So, what you want to do for the glitter, and I think I did this the first time, but I don't remember it working too well, but you want to get like an eyeshadow thing like this, and spray it so that the glitter stays on there. And then you want to grab the shade Liddy, which is like a orange glitter, orangey pink type glitter, and just start applying it only where you put the concealer. And this is a very controlled, slow application. And it's okay, there's some falling. If there's some falling, it's okay. You can just get a makeup wipe. That's why we do the face last. And it's a really beautiful glitter. I don't think it really shows up that well on camera, but when I did this photo shoot, it really popped, and yes, I love this glitter. And then what you can do to kind of fade it into the black is just pat it. Take some on your finger and just pat it. And there you go. Bam. Then do the other eye. So yeah, just bear with me here, people, because I'm actually very new to the whole cut crease thing. So yeah, my cut creases are not perfect, but learning along the way. And what I'm finding is that, like, a lot of people say I should be cutting my crease higher and whatever, so I'm always open to, you know, constructive criticism. I can't talk. So yeah, so if you wanted to comment something, just, you know, be nice in the comments. But yeah, this glitter, I think a lot of the Anastasia glitters are so beautiful. And I know they sell the loose glitters as well. And actually, I have not tried those. My favorite glitter, the greatest of all time, the goat glitter for me, is actually ColourPop. By no surprise. But this Anastasia one definitely takes a close second, but it is a little messy for me, but maybe I should have went in with like a glitter glue, because some girls do that sometimes. They will prime their eyes with a glitter glue when they're doing a glitter look, which actually makes sense, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking today, guys. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this video short. It's already 21 minutes, so let's, let's do the tape reveal now. I think I'm ready to take the tape off. We're gonna do the, or maybe I should just keep this. Yeah, this is just gonna be an eye look today, but I did have a full face with this look, and I finished off for the lashes. I went in with the Ardell 3D Faux Mink, which are hands down my favorite lashes. Not sponsored, but if you're looking for voluminous, fluffy lashes that are, you know, these are vegan because they're faux minks, so definitely head to your local drugstore and pick up a pair of these. Also, e.l.f. has some really good faux mink lashes that a lot of girls really love on YouTube. I haven't tried them yet myself, but maybe eventually. So we're gonna remove the tape slowly without ripping my eye off, and you get that really clean line, as you can see. Ooh, girl. Okay. And now, what I did for eyeliner, I'm trying to remember. Did I do? Yeah. I went in with eyeliner with a nude colored liner. This is the one from LA Girl, and it's the shade Super Bright. It's just a nude, like, skin color liner. So just throw that. Sorry, putting on eyeliner is always like gross on camera. I don't know, I feel like people see it and they're like, ew. I'll just do it down here. You can still see me pulling my eyelid wide open. Apologies. Oh, I do have a little bit of glitter on my face. I always keep some e.l.f. makeup wipes when I'm doing a makeup look on the side, and this one's all dried out, so it must have been left open a little bit. But you can wipe away glitter and anything real quick. I think also, if you're looking for a good nude color liner like this, I think Rimmel London has one. Another really good one is Benefit Roller Lash, or the Wet n Wild, I think it's called Brow Highlight. It's supposed to go under your brows to like highlight your brow, but you can also use it as an eyeliner. I actually prefer to use the Wet n Wild brow thing. It's called Brow Highlight, I think, as a eyeliner, and it works really well. So this nude color, as you can see, like really opens up your eyes. And what we're gonna do for the lower lash line is smoke it out. So I'm gonna grab the 1988 shade, which is sort of like a chocolate brown, and I'm just gonna apply that directly underneath the liner. Try not to mess with the liner that you just put on. And actually, if you want it to be more precise, just dab it. Just go like this. And then you can blend it out later, so if it's too harsh looking, you just dab and blend. Dab, 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 dab. It might look crazy at first, but you can blend it out, girl. Don't worry. And then I always like to connect to my upper shadows, so just kind of bring it up. It's just enough so that you can connect it when you blend it out. And then what you're gonna do is blend your heart out. This is one of my favorite blending brushes from NYX. All the paint like came off, you can't really see, and it's gross, but blend it out. You can, what I love about brown eyeshadows, you can really smoke it out, just bring it down. Just downward motions. Just blend and pull down a tiny bit. So, and then you can also, if you want to, soften the edge a tiny bit where that tape was. Because some people don't really like that super harsh line, so you can kind of tap it with your finger and blend it out. And if you really wanted to, you could probably take some more brown shadow and just do something like this. So, yeah, I'm gonna take these out. Don't know if the camera is doing it justice. You know, this light, I need to fix my setup. This is basically the final look, minus the lashes. Probably just throw some mascara on quickly for the sake of this video getting over with. I would have done full face of like foundation and everything, but we're already at 27 minutes, so I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, this is the look. It looks way better with lashes, trust me. But you can dress it up and down however you want. For some girls, this can be too much glitter, so then in that case, don't use glitter. You can use a shimmer shade. This Sultry, or this, which palette is this? The Amrezy palette has a lot of great options as far as colors, so you can go bronzy, you can go the blue shade. They have sort of raspberry pink. I guess you could call those raspberry pink shades. This is also my favorite mascara, and it has been for a while. It's the Rimmel London Scandal Eyes. I don't think this is the waterproof version, but that's another makeup hack tip. If you use waterproof mascara, that should last longer. Not to mention, if something happens and you start crying, it'll stay on. Hopefully you don't cry, but maybe tears of joy. Am I right? But yeah, this is the final look, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe.